as you can hear, there is some music with this new playthrough of Give City. My name is Strategical Gamer, and we're gonna do another like quick run through of this game, because when I originally did my initial run through of it, I didn't know the game that very well. I still don't know the game very well, but you know, I know the sort of basics now, and therefore I should be able to sort of get through at least the first decade. That's at least what I'm going to set myself, without going bankrupt. So let's see if I can do that, shall we? And there's also, whilst I'm here, I should also let you know that my Attila Let's Play has been held again due to technical issues. That being, I lost the recording. I did record the episode, but I for some reason perhaps didn't capture all of that particular session. So you guys are left with a gap. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little exposition episode of basically what I've done, actually I'm going to talk you through what basically happened through this episode. So if you want to know what happened to Attila, then stick with me. And also enjoy some Gear City, obviously. So I've called my company like a very generic name, and it's going to be K Cars, because if you remember the last playthrough, it was Mac Cars. So yeah, I don't type very much for my title companies, as you probably have guessed so far. So that's what we're gonna go with, and I've also set to a random 200 companies. So they could be big companies, they can be small companies. I could absolutely get my ass handed to me yet again. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. Oh, well, that's slightly embarrassing. I didn't name the company, I just named myself. So I'm gonna name myself K. K-Man. I don't know. That is literally a spur of the moment thing, so sounds like a bit of a porn name, but we'll get over that pretty quickly. And as I said, it's going to be K Cars. And I'm very sorry if you can hear my washing machine in the background. Today is washing day, and therefore, hence the washing machine. So yeah, that's why that's happening, basically. So that's what we're gonna go for. Cause, you know, I'm the boss. Now, my initial sort of plan for this new Let's Play is to really sort of start small, and then basically expand and improve existing models of vehicles that I have in production, because, you know, it cuts down on research cost and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's the initial sort of plan. And then as I get bigger, obviously I'm going to introduce more and more cars to my line, or my brand, I should say. So with that said, let's go to what is currently hot in the car industry. So, is it charts? I can't remember. No, it's not charts. Crap. This is why I should, do a few tests before. I actually can't remember where that is, which is slightly bad, for obvious reasons. So let's go with the assumption. Oh, I've already done that. Let's go with the assumption that sedans are pretty a decent punt at the moment. I think they're in here actually. So I actually can't think where they are. I will find that in another episode. But let's go with the assumption that sedans are good at the moment. And the idea here is just going to be cheap, and more cheap. So with that said, let's go for the cheapest chassis that money can buy. Front wheel, leaf springing, and I like that name for a chassis actually, that's a pretty cool name. So as I said, it's going to be cheap, and more cheap. Because, you know, I'm all about the cheap. And that will cut down on our research costs. And all that good stuff. So I'm gonna come back once I'm happy with the design, but I will come back and show you what I've done. So be back in a minute, guys. So, this is what I've decided to do. With the suspension, as you can see, I've basically put everything down to the basic materials needed, and the technology and all that down to very basic, and so that'll give us more sort of or better margins, should I say, for the actual sale of the car. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I don't quite know how to get these guys' opinion on the actual sort of state of the vehicle itself. So yeah. And that's good. That is lovely. I mean, I'm happy with that personally myself. Because that will only cost 50 grand to produce, and even less to actually mass produce. So again, we are going to design an engine to go with that. And again, I might do this off screen. I don't know how I'm sort of feeling about it. If again I get a bit pernickety with my sliders, I won't bore you guys to death. So just yeah. So we're gonna do a straight engine because you know we don't need anything more elaborate at this point. And it's going to be a 2-stroke engine. Natural, obviously, because there's no point. It must be, okay. What have I missed? What have I missed? I've probably missed something. Oh, cylinders. I don't know, maybe 3 cylinders? I think that's all we're gonna need. So the power's pretty good. Engine rating, no, the power's not very good actually. The engine rating is good, and fuel rating is good. Design requirements are not too bad. Manufacturing requirements also not too bad. Again, I will do this off screen and then come back to you when I'm ready. So again, I've opted for cheap as possible, and this is what's come out. So $74 per unit. I'm happy with that. Just shy of $170,000 to actually design and get to market. I'm also happy with that cost. And again, I'm just going to design a very generic gearbox. Again, I won't have to do this off screen because it will be very quick. So again, you know, I'm going to quickly choose my gears here if my mouse would actually decide to click on the damn things. And we're going to have a free gear with a generic sort of setup, and we'll just call it that. I'm okay with the generic sort of component names. And again, we're just going to go for the most sort of generic manufacturer cost, because you know, I'm all about less is more. I would argue. And I'm gonna say to you guys at this point, really, I really do like this game. You know, it's complicated, but once you've sort of figured out the basics, it's very rewarding, and therefore, you know, that's what I like. That's what I sort of look for in a game, in particular. Is the sort of the reward factor in a game. If the game is difficult, but I know that there's a reason why it's so difficult, then I'm happy to stick with it. Unlike some games I mentioned. And also, I won't bore you too much on this, but I've been watching the snooker recently. If you guys are snooker fans, then like, you know, I applaud you for your patience, because it is a very slow game. But I've been really enjoying it, and the reason being is one of the should we say contenders for the title is it's very much the underdog, and he's doing really well. Actually, I've got to say, he's doing exceptionally well for this sort of tournament. The the other guy who's playing is a person called Sean Murphy, and he's a very much achiever in my opinion, in the snooker world. You know, he's won it once, and then sort of dropped off the pace a bit. But again, he's done exceptionally well this year at getting to the final, and you know, and yeah, I've just been really enjoying it, guys. So that's how many sort of months we'll need to take until the components are ready for designing a vehicle. So, yeah, we'll just go along. I think the music is a little bit loud, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn down the smidgen. That is good. And yeah, and now we're going to go back to the R&D department. And design our vehicle. And it's going to be a sedan. Would help if I actually put in oh right, I need to wait a couple of more months apparently. So that's a no-go for the moment. We'll just wait another turn now as well. And that should be everything done. So we can actually design our vehicle now. Yeah, so that's definitely been an enjoyable tournament, I feel, so far. I'm really sort of halfway through the match. You know, and Bingham is really, I've already done that, I'm sure I have. So I apologise if you saw that screen twice. We're going to design the bottom body here, and it's just going to be one that I've pre-prepared, because to be honest guys, I really can't be bothered at this point to sit and design a vehicle. Especially at this early stage of the game. So we are going to call this the K1, as I'm very original with my naming. We don't need to actually. I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah, so again, we're going to call this the K1. And the unit price of the vehicle is actually pretty good already. But I'm going to lower it because I'm all about, you know, obviously obviously cheap and more cheap. Need to obviously be slightly cautious of how much I'm actually lowering these sliders. That's fine. I'm okay with that actually. You know, so it's going to be 220,000 to produce. We've got an amazing markup. And how long is that going to take to actually build? 8 months. So we are going to go forward in time by about 8 months. And yeah, we should be good. We should be good. Forward at about 8 months. And then we're going to put this into production. All 5 lines. Slight increase in production to about 20 vehicles per month, or 27. No, we'll go 24 actually, or 22 even. I will actually get there, get it right. I'm gonna go all the way to global, because I will, especially in the early game, sort of open up as many branches as I can and sell these vehicles in these branches. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that price. So yeah, we're good at the moment, and also before we go forward in time, I'm actually going to open up another branch. I'm being super aggressive here, I know. Super aggressive. And we're going to look at the population, and I think it would help if the city names were actually on the map. I feel anyway, because you know, I just find it annoying having to click every little green sort of blob to see what name of that city is. So again, we're going to go for New York as well, because the population is 3.5 million, so, you know, and that's awesome. I'm going to say open up branch, or build branch I should say. Give them a bit more sales resource. And then say build that. We're already in New York, which is awesome. And then we're gonna go to the branches here, and we're gonna go to New York. And we're gonna add that to the branch, I think. If we can, yeah, we can. Awesome. No way. Okay. That cannot be right. And because it's in New York, to account for the extra shipping, I'm gonna put this up by about 1,000. To about 1,000, I should say, and then that should account for the extra shipping. I don't know why we're at that amount. So London, yeah, London, New York. There you go. And you know that should help the situation. Because we built the branch, we need to be acutely aware that the cost of building the branch is going to be accounted for. And notice how I haven't put any marketing in there yet. That's because I feel marketing at this point is certainly kind of redundant, because we're not at the size where we can sort of have large marketing budgets. In my opinion. So we've already made 3,000 on the basis of last month. And again, I'm going to increase the total production speed of the vehicle, because that's fine. Because you know, I think we can handle the pressure, so to speak. And yet, as I suspected, we've sold all 120 vehicles. Let's look at cars sold per city. Only 5 sold in New York, which is slightly concerning, I would say. So we're going to go ahead and another month to see how we're doing in terms of overall performance. So again, we didn't really do that well this month, or last month even. We did better in New York though, I've got to say. So, and again, we're going to go forward another month. We've lost quite a bit of money, which is a bit concerning. So I'm going to scale back production slightly. like we're not competing that well in the market. And that is fine, because we've already got, if you remember rightly, we've already got 70 cars in the warehouse. So any cars that we do sell extra can be taken from that warehouse. Yeah. So again, I'm going to slightly increase the production of the vehicle to account for the extra demand in our shipping radius. And after this month, guys, I'm gonna call this episode done, and we'll see how I am, or how we are, I should say, at the end of play, shall we say. So we've just made 35 grand this month, which is exceedingly good, I've got to say. And we're already 8 months into the quarter, into the year, I should say. And you know, I'm pretty happy with the markup and the sort of sales that we're seeing. So if we look at the sales per city, we're selling 107, and for in New York. Now that branch in New York is slightly pointless at the moment, because it's just meeting running costs basically. Because if you remember, it's about 5 grand per month. So in the next episode, I might consider increasing, or maybe even decreasing. Decreasing the Chicago model. Not the Chicago model. The New York model. Excuse my speech. For that reason. Okay. So expenditure. Right. Okay. So this is our total costs. Distribution costs are about 4,000. Total manufacturing costs of 46,000. Factory labour is a bit expensive. Total cost of the factory is about $56,000. So yeah, I gotta say, I need to keep those costs under control. And we'll see, really, guys. We'll see where this is taking us. But at the moment, we're doing pretty well. So until next time, I've been Strategical Gamer, and bye bye for now.